This is a Headgum original.
Jake and Amir, two Jews that you can't forget. In 2010, they were big on the internet. But then 3 failed pilots, 2 rejected movie scripts. One last-ditch effort to try and stop their career from going to shit. Segment. Another podcast. Segment. Each app different from the last. Segment. It's the Swiss Army knife of shows. Meet your 2 pathetic hosts. Segment.
You got your neck removed.
Yeah. I look huge.
Your shoulders are really tight. If you guys are watching the YouTube version of this, Jake's
The problem
shoulders
was
are by
always
his
that my
ears.
neck made me look skinny. But now that it's
No.
gone, I actually look pretty beefed.
No, it looks
I'm
like
jacked.
you're just raising your shoulders really high.
And now I'm reborn.
We're back, baby.
Let's get
welcome.
started.
This is a new year, new segments.
Whoa. New
It's
segment, new
2024.
us.
Yeah, recording in 2023, but releasing in 2024.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a new year to me, but it's cool that it will feel like one to somebody listening.
Exactly. And you are going to try to keep this evergreen and future-proof. So nothing that we mentioned should be
Yes.
too timely/topical, because at the end of the
Exactly.
day, it'll be the new of the year. if that makes
Exactly. You should
sense.
be able to listen to this in 2029 and
Yes.
be like, wow, all this stuff still rings true.
Honestly, this should be playing from a fucking broken radio in 3926 on a hellscape,
yeah.
and this is the only thing we can hear, and historians will be translating this impossible to decipher language.
Right. And they'll be like, wow, we can't even pin a place in time when this was because it's so evergreen once they decipher our language.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, you wanted to start with another rousing game of poetry or noetry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
So far, I've had 2 poems you sniffed out. One was Sadie, the other one was Ha'un.
Right. And I've had one poem that you sniffed out. I forget the name of it, but it was something like Last Gasp of Summer or something. Last
Yeah.
Leaf.
Yeah, there was something about a new phrase. It's like when summer lasts too long, and you had just learned it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I already forgot it actually. Oh, Goose Summer. One
Goose
last
Summer.
Goose Summer. That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Okay, so the twist on this one
Yeah,
is that I found a real poem. I
Uh-huh.
wrote a poem, and I also coached ChatGPT into writing a poem.
Okay.
So this is between a poet, me, and AI.
yeah.
I think you should try to assign the best. You're trying to guess which one I wrote, but it'd be really cool if you could guess all of them. If you
3
could
for
assign the
3,
writer. Yeah.
yeah.
That would be pretty impressive. I'd also like to hear you rank them just in terms of which ones you like. Even if you think that, like for instance, you sniffed out the Goose Summer one.
Yeah.
But that you didn't ever say if you liked it more than any of the other ones that I wrote.
I didn't,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That I read, I meant to say.
Yeah, that's
not that I
why.
wrote.
That's
Yeah.
why I had it as pegged as yours, because it wasn't that
Right.
good.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So this
and in
one
terms
is called
of Ha'un.
Ha'un.
Then Harry.
Ha'un danced across the stage.
You
then
still
Harrison,
remember it.
then Harry. It is pretty iconic. I don't think it was a bad poem. I just knew it was you. Okay.
All right, try to rank Ha'un, then Harry, then Harrison.
This one is called The Quiet Sanctuary of the Woods.
Okay.
Okay.
The quiet sanctuary of the woods.
Yeah. In the quiet sanctuary of the woods, where sunlight weaves through leaves like threads of introspection, a subtle hum of cancer disrupts the natural cadence. Amidst the rustling leaves and the distant calls of unseen creatures, the body's silent struggle unfolds, a delicate dance between vulnerability and resilience. In these wooded realms, where Mary Oliver's spirit lingers, one finds solace in the intricate tapestry of life and within the unexpected challenges and profound truth. The strength to endure lies within the quietude of the forest's embrace.
All right, that one has AI vibes.
Yeah, for sure. But couldn't
like
they
you
all?
coached it to have something to do with cancer? Because I remember that was one of your buzzwords. So one of the poems I read, it said something about lung cancer or some shit. Okay.
Yeah, the crop circles, the cancer,
exactly.
the coffee.
Yeah. Okay, so that one has AI vibes, but I'm not ready to commit quite yet.
Yeah.
The Mary Shelley thing kind of threw me off.
Right. Okay. This one is called
She wrote
The Swan.
Frankenstein?
No, Mary Oliver. It says Mary Oliver. I don't know who Mary Shelley is.
Okay.
Okay. The Swan. Did you see it drifting all night on the black river? Did you see it in the morning, rising into the silvery air? An armful of white blossoms, a perfect commotion of silk and linen as it leaned. Into the bondage of its wings, a snowbank, a bank of lilies, biting the air with its black beak. Did you hear it, fluting and whistling? A shrill, dark music like the rain pelting the trees, like a waterfall, knifing down the black ledges. And did you see it, finally, just under the clouds, a white cross streaming across the sky, its feet like black leaves, its wings like the stretching light of the river? And did you feel it in your heart, how it pertained to everything? And have you too finally figured out what beauty is for? And have you changed your life?
Jesus. That was a lot of metaphors, a lot of questions. Like this, that, and the other, like linen, like a cross. Have you done it? Have you seen it? Have you changed your life? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It was
Right.
pretty good, actually.
You liked it.
That one didn't feel like something you wrote. Like, why? How would you come up with fucking swans in a sky? And the questions, I don't know. It felt very unique.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Thank you.
Okay.
I mean,
so
for
right
sure.
now I'm getting AI vibes from the first, real poet vibes from the second. And now let's read this one, which is what, about fucking mac
This
and
one is
cheese or
called
some shit.
Ha'un Continued.
Hot tune. The
Harrison walks his girlfriend down the aisle.
Harrison walks in on Harry jerking.
This one is called The Poem.
The poem.
The Poem.
Okay, yeah. Really feels like you so far, but
So
continue.
far.
Yeah.
I'm sad, so I write a poem. Happily, I compose a poem. Out of boredom, I return to my unfinished poem. Sun, rain, sun shower, light breaking through the pages. Atomic daybreak. The neighbors rise, they walk to work. I sit, thinking of the last line. Then it comes to me.
Okay. Clever. Almost comedic. I mean, my initial hunch is AI real you. I guess there's a chance the AI is writing one about writing a poem, like a poem about a poem is like what the prompt you gave it. I will say it's very subtle, the differences. It's like a color blindness test where I'm like, I think that one's green and that one's brown, but like it's getting really similar.
Are you talking about just the AI and the last, like, are you talking about AI and me, or are you thinking all three poems are very similar?
All three poems are like different shades of gray to me. Like one doesn't stand out. Like when I read a good one to you and you're like, that one made me cry, I know that one's real. I don't have that.
I couldn't disagree more, because there was one poem that I was reading and I was like shaking a little bit and I had goosebumps. So I know that my poem is dog shit and the other one is amazing.
I'm poem blind. I don't know how else to tell you
Yeah.
this. I'm poem blind. I don't get it. I don't understand. I can't sniff them out.
All right.
But maybe deep within me as a human, I can figure it out. And the hunches that I'm receiving, actually write this down poem-wise, the hunches that I receive
Ooh, I love
so
that.
deep down
The hunches
are resonating.
Ha'uns received so deep ha'un.
My favorite part of this game is how uncertain we are that one of us wrote the poem, and then once we're sure, it's like, let's read it again now that I fucking know.
Now that I know you're a loser and you spent time trying to write
You
cryptic
should tell
sentences.
me the wrong one now, just so that when we dissect it, it's like, actually, that one was the real poem. Okay.
Yeah.
The last one felt simple in a way that I think it was either you or the AI. The first one, remind me, was
The
not the
quiet.
swan one.
It was the quiet solitude of the forest.
Yeah.
Or the quiet
was, like, about
sanctuary of the
cancer,
woods.
yeah.
cancer creeping in the
yeah,
bottom.
I think I'm going to stick with my hunch. That one just felt like this is what a poem is according to an algorithm. Light going through leaves, and the guy have cancer too, and Mary Shelley's here for some fucking reason.
Yeah. So that was AI. I coached it to write in the style of Mary Oliver, who is one of my favorite poets.
So that one, I was correct about that.
That is correct. That is AI. And instead of writing in Mary Oliver's style, well, I guess they kind of did because, she writes about nature a lot. But he just name drops her, which isn't ideal. I hadn't read that part. When I read that, my heart sank. I was like, this is a bad poem, ChatGPT. You did a bad job. Yeah. So yeah, I did try to get the ChatGPT to write a poem. I believe I said about cancer and the changing of seasons in the style of Mary Oliver.
Got it. So I was in on that hunch. That was correct. And now it's down to the last two. One of them is just like, I can't imagine you wrote this one about swans flying and have you done this and have you done that. And then the last one's a cheeky little, ooh, I'm going to write a poem. This is funny. Right. And now I sit to write the last line. Real fucking clever. Yeah.
Yeah. It is really clever. I wonder if I wrote it or if a poet wrote it. There's only one way to find out.
I think I'm going to stick with my original hunch. You wrote the last one. A real poet wrote the storks one.
That is correct. Mary Oliver herself wrote The Swan, an incredibly moving poem. And I farted out the poem just before we started to record.
A poem about a poem. And yes, we will start from the top. What was the first line?
I'm sad, so I write a poem.
Sad.
Yeah. Okay, this one going. It's not a bad poem. It's not perfect, but I think it's not bad. I'm sad, so I write a poem.
It harkened me to like a middling poem in like Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty solid for my second ever poem.
For Shel Silverstein, yeah. Like that guy worked all year on something that sounds like what you farted out in a fucking waiting room. All right, let's hear it again.
I'm sad, so I write a poem.
Yeah.
Happily, I compose a poem. Out of boredom, I return to my unfinished poem. Sun, rain, sun shower, light breaking through the pages. Now that was where I started to get a little artsy about it,
Light breaking through the pages is good.
Yeah.
The first ones are just like,
rain or shine, but then I'm like, how do I make it a little weirder? Rain, sun, and then I added the sun shower thing.
Yeah.
Which I thought might trip you up because I don't know any time you've ever heard me say sun shower. But I guess,
weather in general is a go-to for us.
I liked the next line, which is just atomic daybreak, but it doesn't really make sense in this poem, and I feel like that also might have tipped my hand because it definitely speaks to my spirit.
Yes.
The neighbors rise, they walk to work. Tell me if you think my previous iteration was the baker rises before the dawn.
That sounds like a song or like a dark night. The night is darkest before the dawn or something.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm glad I changed it.
Again, I still knew who your poem was, but yeah.
Yeah. The neighbors rise, they walk to work. I sit thinking of the last line, then it comes to me. Yeah. I mean, what a sweet little twist at the end. A smirk, a smile, a gleam in your eye, a cheeky little tear rolls down your face.
I stick the bic in my ass and I sit on a desk to write this shit out. And it goes a little something like poem. I'm writing a poem. Every day I sit and I think of a poem.
Okay.
And the second one is one you like, something about storks flying through the sky.
Mary Oliver. Actually, one of her poems was read at my wedding. I almost wanted to read that one, but I thought you might have remembered it.
Oh, yeah. Probably not.
You probably wouldn't have, huh?
It's just so hard to come up with a poem that doesn't sound like something we would... Like, everything that comes from my brain is something that comes from my brain. I can't change it. It's like, all right, what about one about me walking? No, that's what you would think of. It's like, yeah, everything is one. I could have, in theory, just come up with one about storks, but I would never.
Right.
I don't know why.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I guess the best thing we could do is probably just plagiarize and change everything just a little bit.
Yeah, but that's not in the spirit of the game. I want to come up with a poem that's so originally un-me. But then is that
and
good?
that's what you
either?
tried
Do I
to do
want
with
something that's
Haun.
so
You
not
tried to do it with
personal to
Haun,
me?
but we knew it because then you dipped into school by accident. You love math and school. It'll always come out. And me, I like weather. I'm obsessed with the sun.
And the seasons and the fucking
Yeah.
bakers and the candlestick makers.
Always. We have to come up with, we have to write a poem that not a single one of the lines is true to us. That's how you write poetry.
That's like the worst thing a poet teacher can tell you. It's like, all right, what's completely unnatural to you, and dig into that.
How can you be your most inauthentic self?
Write a poem as somebody else. Don't be yourself. Be somebody
Try to
else who's
fool
good at
everyone.
poetry. All right. 0 for 4. The game continues.
The game continues.
Losers.
All right. You just said something in the last segment that reminded me of this segment, which was I like math. I like school.
Yeah.
So we just spent about 15 minutes in your wheelhouse, aka English, writing.
Right, that's true.
Creativity.
Creative. Yes.
There are no right answers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shift gears so severely that people will get intellectual fucking whiplash.
Yes.
Do you remember taking the ISEE test? Did you ever take a private school entrance exam in like 5th grade?
No, I wouldn't have taken a private school entrance exam. But I mean, we took like math placement tests when we got into 5th grade.
I remember when I was applying to 7th grade schools, which is kind of funny to imagine. Like I had to apply to get into a difficult middle school. I would take these ISEE exams where it's like you throw a 12-year-old in a room, be like, all right, let's see how smart he is. And my scores weren't good enough to get into the schools that my brothers went to.
Really? Wow. And you're pretty smart.
Pretty smart, but I didn't do well in these exams. I remember in like 5th and 6th grade, like my friends would get like 8s and 9s out of 9, and I would get like 5s and 6s.
Wow. All right.
That's right.
So this is going to be hard.
Well, it's easy for me now because it's tests given to 5th and 6th graders to get into 6th and 7th grade. But
that seems
some
like
of these,
it's going to be impossible for me.
Yeah, some of them are hard and a little convoluted, and I'm going to stick to the math ones because reading comprehension is just like read this paragraph and I'm going to ask you what this guy was thinking. That's not what we're at.
Yeah, that one I would probably kill at.
Yeah, you would kill at that one. Let's start with something easy. This is quantitative reasoning for lower level ISEE. It's a practice exam, I found.
Okay, so this is like if this and this is that, then this and this is that.
It's more like word problems, but math. So for example, here's an easy one to start. A total of 28 students were asked which one of 3 snacks, ice cream, popsicles, or frozen yogurt, they preferred. 17 students preferred ice cream. 4 preferred popsicles. How many students preferred frozen yogurt?
Okay, so it's 17 plus 4, which is 21. You said it was 28 students?
Yeah.
So then it's 21 minus 28, or 28 minus 21, 7.
That's correct. A. I didn't even have to give you the choices. That was 7.
It was multiple choice?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nailed it.
All right, great.
Nailed it.
Sweet. Next segment. I'm a genius. Next segment.
I
segment.
don't even think so.
Okay. Wow.
What
All right,
is
we'll keep it going.
What is the value of the expression 2000 minus 165? Do you want the answer choices?
What is the value of All right, so I'm going to write it down. What? Minus 165?
Yep.
What is the value?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me the choices.
1735, 1835, 1935, or 2835. This is 2000 minus 165.
And what is the value?
Yeah. Basically, what is 2000 minus 165?
It seems like there's a trick question. That's it? 2000 minus 165? Am I allowed to use a calculator?
You're not.
You use a calculator on this test, right?
Can't use a calculator.
I already kind of used a calculator.
Use a calculator. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You
I
cheated a
thought.
little bit.
I mean, you would be able to use a calculator.
And I threw you
on
out
this
of the
test.
exam. And as a proctor, I have to
You're not a
I have to
proctor.
disqualify
You're
you.
not
It's
a proctor.
DQ. It's a
How,
DQ.
I would have had the TI-83 on my desk, and you could have told me earlier. Am I really
know
not
how
allowed
to
to use
use
a device?
You're
not
not as a
allowed to use a
12-year-old.
calculator.
Not
Not
as
as
a
a 12-year-old.
12-year-old.
You didn't have a calculator.
You're stalling.
I'm not stalling. Well, I know the answer is 1835. I already did that. I already minused that because I thought it was going to come into play for the value later on down the line. I was trying to get the number to start from. I didn't
All
realize
right,
that was the whole ass
let's
question.
get a little sexy now. This is, and
Okay.
I'll let you use a fucking calculator. That's how sexy these problems are.
Okay.
They're like, use a calculator, and I still don't know if you can figure it out.
Great.
Ready?
Yeah.
Which of these 4 fractions is between 1/2 and 9/10?
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
A, 1/4. B, 1/3. C, 2/5. Or D, 4/5.
It's D. 4/5.
That's correct. 4/5 is in between.
Yes. And segment.
You keep answering correctly, so I'm going to keep getting a little bit harder for you.
Okay,
Again,
fine.
you can start using a calculator because these ones are a little bit
I
more
didn't need the calculator on that one.
tricky
just
in
so you know.
reasoning and less just arithmetic. Yeah.
Right.
Use the number sequence to answer the question. And then it gives you a sequence. Ready?
Uh-huh.
2, 4,
Great.
8,
Amazing.
14,
Uh-huh.
22, 32, blank. What's the next number in the sequence?
Okay, wait. I need a pen and paper.
And time.
No. No. Not even close to
I
time.
actually have ADD. And you can't
and
time me.
ADHD.
Or that's
All right,
a
wait.
hate crime.
The numbers
All
are
right, ready?
2, 4, 8.
14, 22, 32, blank.
Okay.
What is the next number in the sequence?
Okay.
Do you want the choices or do you want to just know it?
Hold on. Okay. I don't need it.
Yeah?
It's 44.
That's correct. We're adding 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10,
That's
and
right,
now you're
that's
adding
right,
12.
That's right. No fucking issue. And segment.
No?
End the segment. While I'm ahead, we'll end it. And end.
We're getting a
Next
little
segment.
harder. We got 2 questions left. So you made it this far. You only have 2
Oh.
harder questions left. Is this giving you like cold sweat flashbacks or like this is an exciting, let's see how fucking good I am now?
I was very nervous going in. Then after getting 2, I felt pretty good. Now that I've gotten 3, I'm back to being nervous because I want that perfect game. And that last one was pretty hard.
There's 2 left, and one of them is like pretty hard, and the last one is maybe the hardest one.
Okay.
Okay. On the scale of Tanji's map that shows 1.2 inches represents 10 miles. He's writing down, folks. He is
1.2
in the
equals 10.
zone.
Okay. Taji skips across the stage.
First Tan, then Terry, then
Tom.
finally Tanji. So Tanji's map shows 1.2 inches represents 10 miles, okay?
Okay.
How many inches would it take to represent 25 miles?
Okay. That's easy. So it's
Yeah?
2.4 plus 0.6, 3.1.
You're very close.
Really?
I think you tripped up over the easy part. It is 2.4 plus 0.6.
So that's just 3.
It's just 3. That's
Yeah.
correct. 3.0 inches.
And segment.
All
Actually,
right,
no. Now
last
we have
one.
to keep going because I need to get this one right to redeem myself.
Perfect score. This is to get into Algebra 1 honors at a 6th grade somewhere in Connecticut. I don't think you'll get this right, but if you prove me right, that'll be awesome. Or prove me
All right,
wrong.
let's find out.
Miss Hammond put the names of all of her students in a hat. Oh, and I should say, guys, if you're listening, feel free to play along at home.
Of course.
Mrs. Hammond put the names of all of her students in a hat, okay?
In a hat. Yes.
Yep.
In
The
a hat.
probability that
Top
she will-
hat.
Let me finish.
Beanie.
That's correct. Mrs. Hammond puts the names of all her students in a hat. Got it?
Yeah.
The probability that she'll pull out a boy's name at random is 3 out of 7.
Okay.
There are 12 girls in the class.
Okay.
How many boys are in Miss Hammond's class?
This is. I don't even want to I don't even want to try.
I want to just say I ran out of time. And I got all the ones I answered right.
Yeah. This will be a classic. I'm just gonna guess. Give me the
Four
choices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, the probability that she pulls out a boy's name is 3 out of 7.
Right.
There are 12 girls in the class. How many boys are there in Mrs. Hammond's class? 3, 4, 9, or 11?
9.
Why do you say 9?
I don't know. It's a guess. It's a random guess. The first two seemed like there was too few, and then 11 just seemed like it was too close to 12. 9 feels good, and I'm just gonna guess 9.
9 is correct. You got it.
Yes, dude. I didn't learn shit. This is how I got by in school. Just fucking dumb luck.
9 out of
Amazing.
21 is 3 out of 7 is how you do the math on that. So
For
if there's
sure.
9 boys, 12 girls, that's 21.
Whatever. Doesn't
That's
matter.
the
I
same.
fucking
Well, I'm
passed,
trying
didn't
to
I?
teach you.
I'm
So
going to
that's
private
the
school
same
now,
ratio.
right? That's a free ride to college, isn't
Okay,
it?
yeah. But keep in mind, you're going to have to know
Amazing.
this as we move
I'll make
onward,
the connections
so
there. I
just
won't
wanna
really
make
need
sure
to learn
they
anything.
know
I'll do some
exactly
networking,
why
get that
you got
internship
right,
seenor
what you
year,
got
move that
right.
into a
So
full-time
just think
position,
of the ratio of
climb
3
the
to
ladder.
7.
I'll never
is
have
the
to do
same
math
as
a day in my
9,
life. I can
plus 12
delegate that
to 21.
down, fail upwards.
So 9 to 21.
Until I'm making
which is like 3
mid-six
times 3
figures
and then
with
7
equity,
times 3.
putting a lot
Same
of
as
weight
6
into
out of
retirement,
14,
into
same as 9
crypto,
out of
into
21,
robo-investing.
12 out of
I am
28.
selling my
It's
portfolio,
all
and
just
I
3
am
sevens.
retiring
You can reduce it
rich,
to a percentage, like
bitch.
a 43% chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that, Miss fucking, what's your name?
Blumenfeld.
Haun?
First Harry, then Henry, then Shmuel.
Nobody puts me in a hat.
Good job.
Thanks.
Thank you to Helix for sponsoring this episode of our show.
Love you, Helix.
You sleep on a Helix mattress, Jake.
Yes, I do.
So you know that their unique lineup of 20 mattresses includes award-winning Luxe collection, and their newly released Helix Elite collection is incredibly comfortable, stylish, affordable, and awesome to sleep on.
So I am on a Luxe, but I did not know there was an Elite. And if there's a level above my Luxe, then I need to have that because what they make is fucking gold. And if they make a platinum, if they make a diamond, then that's what I want. I need
That's
to
right. Well,
elevate.
First, you just need to take the Helix sleep quiz, and then in 2 minutes, they can find your perfect mattress. That's so fast because that's how easy and simple that quiz is.
First time. Yes.
It's super easy,
Easy,
super simple. You
simple
answer a
first
few questions.
And some people take it seriously because they actually like to get all the answers correct. They like to know what they're sleeping on. They like that
all
elite
correct.
mattress that they
Yeah.
deserve, that they will be sending me soon because I am just on a lowly little Luxe right now. And I really do need that elite because I am elite.
Yeah.
Because I took the quiz. The
Well,
test,
everybody,
I mean.
yeah, everybody is unique, and everybody sleeps different. That's why Helix has several different mattresses to choose from. And by taking that simple quiz, they know which one to send
Not that
you.
simple, not that
And-
quiz.
Yep. And now Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners.
2 free pillows. Amazing.
Yeah. Just got to go to helixsleep.com/ifIwereYou and use code HelixPartner20.
Amazing.
This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. So remember, that's helixsleep.com/ifIwereYou. and use code HelixPartner20. That'll give you 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Now. Thanks, Helix. Thank you to See The Thing Is for sponsoring this episode of our show.
That's right. If you're a millennial who misses what life was like in the 2000s, if you've had a hard time finding newer curated music,
Yes.
and if you're interested in multiple perspectives on relationships, dating, and music, then this show is for you.
Thank gosh. You're going to love See The Thing Is. It's hosted by Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Bridget Kelly and podcast trailblazer Mandy B. They're talking about nostalgic conversations, cultural conversations, honest, slightly toxic discourse.
Right.
And they also have awesome guests that they like to call their friends with benefits.
That's true. Ari Lennox, Big Frida, Remy Ma, Van Lathan, Robert Clasper, to name a few. I mean, very exciting stuff.
Each week, you'll leave with some new music recommendations, too. Or a straight-up curated playlist you didn't even know you needed.
Wow.
So check out See The Thing Is wherever you get your podcasts.
Enjoy.
Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this episode of our show.
Damn right.
You can get started on your resolution with Factor instantly because Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery service takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success this new year.
It's easy. It tastes good. It's not dog shit for you to eat. It's pretty solid.
You can forget your frantic lunch prep and rush dinners. They send you these meals that in 2 minutes you can heat and eat with loads of snack options. You got breakfast, you got smoothies, juices, lunch, dinner. They got you all covered, and it's really easy. You don't have to worry about takeout and delivery fees. It's delivered right to your door.
That is true. It's also flexible. You can change your order up every single week with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week, depending on what you got going on that week and how much meal prep help you need.
It's true. Stress less over meal times this new year. Factor's no prep, no mess meals. They free up time that you can spend much more efficiently. You get chef-crafted, restaurant-quality meals delivered directly to your door.
Exactly. So head on over to factormeals.com/segments50 and use the code segments50 to get, guess what? 50% off. That code is segments50 at factormeals.com/segments50 to get 50% off.
Thanks, Factor.
Assholes.
All right, we're back. In a stunning reversal of fortunes, you failed the poetry part and aced the math part.
Amazing. Just amazing.
It's a new you for the new year. This is a segment I coined as eBay Game Boy.
eBay Game Boy. E-Game Boy.
That's right.
Oh!
Thank you.
Oh! Oh!
Game Boy, of course, an homage to our old friend who used to search our Gmail for a word that only yielded one result. Not
That's
so
right.
rare that nobody would email, and not so common that we'd have thousands. But we're looking to search eBay for something that has one result.
One
And
result.
if we can't get to one, I would say the lowest number wins the game.
Okay. And the
And
stakes
I thought
are...
of stakes for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Enough of this Venmoing each other $40, $80, $110. Who's
Right.
paying attention anymore?
We're going broke.
Yes, it's not fun. It's not fair. It's not good. I thought of a consequence that would embarrass us on live / the show.
Amazing. I love it.
And that is loser of the game. You have to make the noise.
Oh!
Has to sing a song. Has to sing a full song. You can look at the lyrics and
it
you
can be
can't
any
sing
song?
along though. You have to pull up the lyrics and sing an
Go
entire
a cappella.
song. Yeah, 3 minutes.
And it can't be like Happy Birthday.
No, it's got to be like fucking Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows.
And you have to give it your all.
And you have to give it your all, and it does have to last an uncomfortably long part of time, so much so that people feel bad for you while they're listening. It has to be so uncomfortable people will skip over it because they don't want to hear you do that for that long.
Right.
And we've never heard each other sing full songs before, of course, because it's like, we sing a few lines and we laugh, but like to do an entire song all the way through is shameful.
Maybe I'll do Aladdin. Who do you think is a guy in my range?
Yeah.
One jump ahead of the long man.
Yeah, we'll
One
save it
skip,
for
no
right.
joke.
We're gonna try.
Yeah, I don't actually know.
I
I don't know
only
the
what
words.
I can't afford. That's everything.
That's everything. You're my only friend, Abu. I'm
All
gonna
right,
do
fuck
that.
eBay. Let's sing songs.
Yeah, I love Disney.
Okay. Well, just testing out this game, I actually got one perfectly in one, but we can't use it because I've already searched it. And that was wet candle. There's one example of quote wet candle on eBay. Only one listing.
All right, cool.
So that's just puts you in the right mind frame of what you're looking
so
for.
it's two words, not necessarily just one word. Because
Yeah, because like if you search card or vase or camera, there's going to be thousands. You can search like little blue camera or something. Try to like specify it to the point where there's only one listing.
One
and
result.
I'm sharing my screen so you guys can play along with us.
And let's also say if it's something I want, you have to buy it for me.
Okay.
Ornate crow.
Okay.
Ornate
quotation. Ornate crow. You instantly get one, and I start going into song. Slip inside the eye of your mind. Ornate crow. I'm searching. 2.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard. Okay. Thank God for this fucking necklace. So right now I see an ornate skull crow tea light candle, which is scary but fine, and then ornate crow as a gothic necklace.
That's actually kind of tight. I want that.
Okay. Oh shit. I was really hoping for something in the 20s. Let's keep going back and forth a few more times because I can't end this quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
search.
it feels like each of us we should get like three tries each, maybe.
Yeah.
So if you can beat 2.
Okay. I'll search wax Homer. Like maybe there's a wax Homer Simpson out there.
Yeah. There's got to be a bunch of them though.
0.
No. Okay. I'll just go. I'm going to go for 1.
Yeah, we're both
Clear.
going for 1.
Clear beetle. Clear beetle. No, that you have to spell beetle like a beetle, not like the Beatles.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
2 again, and one of them is a fucking necklace. You're obsessed.
Wow.
Oh, there's a lot. Oh, there's a lot of glass.
But that's not all right. So the other ones are actually
2
have
results.
the word clear,
Yeah.
and one is sponsored, which feels like I got one honestly with the clear
results.
beetle. Yeah, but I mean one's sponsored. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Okay. I'll search stinky. No, no one's gonna sell a stinky thing. I'm gonna
If I were you,
search-
I'd just start thinking of a song.
Yeah.
I would use this time to think of what song you want to sing. For me, I'm actually sad I can't sing Aladdin.
Gray. Everything is gray. This sucks. Matte pool. Matte pool.
Okay.
I don't know what this could possibly be, but I'm hoping for 1.
Here's a moment of truth.
20.
20 results.
A lot of matte pool sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
matte
yeah.
pool toys. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's one. Frog pill. Frog pill. Frog pill. Yep.
11. There's a lot of frog pill boxes.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, these are actually kind of neat now that I think about it.
Yeah, these are nice. There's a lot of
there's
cool,
11 frog pill boxes. It just shows you how
so much
obscure.
stuff in the world.
There's a lot
amazing.
of stuff. Yeah, these are just the ones being sold.
Yeah, there's a lot that are being hoarded.
Yeah.
And preserved.
This
is your last chance, right?
Last chance. Golden. Golden. Little cream. Window.
Okay,
Little cream window.
I'm nervous about this.
Why? What could this possibly be?
I don't know.
Cream.
I feel like 3 words. I think
cream
3
window.
words should be illegal, but I'll reserve that stance until you win
It's
or
fine.
lose.
I got some zeros with 2.
Okay. Little cream window. Search
Honestly,
it.
I might just do cream window. No, little cream window.
Cream window
I
might
don't
be
know.
better.
Yeah, cream window is it? Like, who would say little cream window? Yeah, I'll just do cream window.
Yeah.
Jesus.
100. You should have said little. 111 results.
Wow, what
for
if
cream
11?
window?
111. Let's see what a little cream window. Oh my god, if it was
None.
1, I would cry. I would literally cry. I would end this episode and just fucking start shedding tears.
What is the song gonna be?
I guess Little Cream Window by The Doors.
Yeah, that's solid.
This sucks.
Any song you like.
I
Any
did it
song.
in the fucking rehearsal, Wet Candle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
1.
One result.
Absolute
Wet
1.
Candle. Cooter
Thick-
Candle Company.
Thick Uncle. 0.
0.
Okay.
How about Thin Uncle?
150,000. 1.
1.
I should have
Wow.
said Thin Uncle. It's a vintage vote Thin Uncle Sam pinback pizza crust advertising. This is actually kind of cool. Vote thin.
Interesting. A thin
Damn, this
pin.
would have been perfect.
Yeah, Thin
I actually
Uncle.
came up with it.
No, you didn't. You came up with Thick Uncle.
Well, of course I came up with it. Okay, what song do I know all the words of?
Yeah. You can look
Should
at
it
the
be a
lyrics.
famous song that we all know, or like an obscure song? I guess it should be more of an enjoyable karaoke song.
Right.
Do you have a request?
I wouldn't mind hearing that Aladdin song.
Oh, One Jump Ahead?
Yeah.
Let's see. One Jump Ahead lyrics. Okay. This one's pretty good because I can be a little silly with it.
Yeah. But you have to try to sing it.
It's weird. This is just a podcast, but I am a little bit nervous.
Mhm.
Okay. And there's different voices too. There's characters.
Right. You want me to I can do the chorus kind of.
This feels unfair because I thought of the game and the consequence, so it felt like rightfully that you would do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to do this song if you don't want, because I'll do this one when I lose another time. You know, you
No,
can
so
do
I'll
a
take
Weezer
it.
song. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to help you sing it all. I've decided. So this will be all you.
Okay, I'll do this one just because it's probably more enjoyable than a Weezer song.
Great. Let's hear it. If you're driving, everyone pull over. Let's give Amir the attention that he deserves. If you're
Cars
doing
swerving
chores around
off
the
the
house. Let's settle down for a second. Give Amir a beat to sing. Let's give Amir the floor.
floor.
And this is Amir Blumenfeld singing One Jump Ahead.
By Mina Masood. So vulnerable. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep one jump ahead of the bread line, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can't afford. And that's everything. One jump ahead of the lawman. That's it. And that's no joke. These guys don't appreciate I'm broke. Riff, raff, street rat, scoundrel.
Come on, try a little harder.
Take that. Try a different tack, guys. Rip him open round the back lines. I can take a hit.
Whoa.
Gotta face the facts. Could use a really friend or two. Huh? Oh,
Noticing
it's
it's the
sad.
ladies.
Oh, it's sad Aladdin's at the bottom. He's become a one-man rise in crime. I'd blame parents, except he hasn't got 'em. Gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat. Tell you more about it when I got the time. One jump ahead of the slow pokes. One skip ahead of my doom. Next guy's gonna use next time gonna use a nom de plume.
Wow, these lyrics are weird.
One jump ahead of the hitman. One hit ahead of the flock. I'll take a stroll around the block. Stop thief. Vandal. boo, scandal. Let's not be too hasty. Still, I think he's rather tasty. Someone's gonna eat him. Gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat. Otherwise, we'd get along. Wrong.
One more time. Hit him with the chorus.
One jump ahead of the hoof beats. One hop ahead of the hump. One trick ahead of disaster. They're quick, but I'm much faster. Here goes. Better throw my hand in. Wish me happy landing. All I gotta do is jump.
That was great, man. That was really good.
Let me do Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Yeah. Looking for a key of G.
That's good. Son of Man by Phil Collins in the Tarzan soundtrack.
You'll be in my heart. And then at the end of the podcast, we can put together a Disney compilation of all the songs we sang.
That's right. It should have to be a Disney song every single time because they are funnier than you remember.
Gonna use a nom de plume. How many 8-year-old boys knew what the fuck that meant?
Yeah, I mean, I did not remember any of these lyrics. That's very.
I barely remember them now. This lady's gonna eat him. Still, I think he's rather tasty. Or is that
she's
like
trying
a
to
sex
kiss him?
joke?
She's trying to smooch him. Yeah. She thinks he's hot.
She's gonna eat his ass or something.
Yeah,
I really think that's what it was about.
I don't know if it was about tossing salad or rimming, but it could have been.
Yeah. Because when the genie comes, that was like his first wish, wasn't it? Like he wants to make sure that nobody eats his ass or something like that.
Why would he want to make sure no one ever did it?
Because like the lady that does it's like he wasn't interested in her at all romantically.
Right. Maybe not her, but somebody else.
Yeah, like a Jasmine type.
Yeah, exactly. Or a Raja
type. Or a Nala type.
Yeah. You should write a Disney movie.
Okay. All right. That was it. That was 3 solid segs.
Yeah, I like the eBay game. eBay with a song. I don't know what the name of that segment could be, but I think it's a great recurring one. I also do think we should be buying. I mean, that pin is $5. If there's only one of its kind,
vote thin.
Like it's literally the only thing that comes up when you search Thin Uncle. I feel like we should have it. We should put it in some kind of like museum.
It's a Thin Uncle Sam pin.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll buy this one as well.
I love that.
All right, only friend to boo. For more of us, we're on Patreon. Patreon.com/JA, watching and yes, even now writing some Jake and Amir's.
This is true. That's true.
Fun.
We wrote a scroll video and we wrote a long story video last week, right?
Yeah, a story about a Christmas party, I think.
Amazing.
So check that out at patreon.com/JA. Thank you for watching if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for listening if that's how you still consume podcasts because you're a millennial like us. Yeah. And we'll be back, of course, next week. Ciao for now.
Later.
You're my only friend. Boo.
Oh.
That was a Headgum original.